I tell you what, mate. Before we start this podcast,
Go on.
I'm gonna have to throw out a disclaimer.
Oh no.
As you know,
Yes.
I've not been very well.
No,
I don't sound very good. So
You sound great, man. You sound so
Do I?
distinct. You sound so. You're like Phoebe when she gets ill on Friends. Mes diggy shoes. Yeah.
Diggy's Jew.
Exactly. I think your voice has sounded sexier than ever.
Thanks, man.
No worries, bro. I'm here to pick you up. You know.
Yeah. Well, if it sounds disgusting with headphones in, then I apologize.
As long as you're not just like when you do that thing where you.
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna lie, it's a possibility.
Oh yeah, it's always a possibility though, dude. Because even I don't know what it is. When I start this podcast, I just suddenly get like a runny nose and a cough.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like I can't talk. Here's a question. I think I've seen it actually a lot on like people. You know when people are giving like a public speech, or I don't know, or maybe it's thrust into the in front of people and they have to like say something. I feel like they suddenly can't breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like all of a sudden they're like.
I thought I was okay,
Yeah.
and then as soon as you put a microphone in front of me,
Yeah.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst, but I forget how to breathe. I'm so out of breath.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm trying not to breathe down the microphone.
Yeah, like you
So-
see a lot of people like go and they start talking like really down. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I see that a lot. You know, and you're like, oh yeah. I think we all do that. We kind of get less when we maybe the adrenaline's going. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
adrenaline.
Yeah. Could be adrenaline.
Speaking of adrenaline, buddy.
Go on.
No, not related at all. But, so I think I found bottom, right?
Okay.
So
Wow.
I was I was going to Tesco, and there's a guy outside who a homeless man outside, and he always like asks people to get some food. But I had my headphones this time. I didn't hear what he said, so I kind of just walked in. And there was a few of us walking in at the same time. It was kind of a weird moment to get through the door. You're like, I felt like I was here first. So we got through, and then when I came out, I went to get my like some breakfast and stuff like that, because I've been budgeting at this point. It was like a few weeks ago where I was like budgeting. I had £10 a day to spend, so I spent like £3.50 on my breakfast, and I thought, oh, this is good. Okay, I got breakfast for the week, and I got milk. Crushing this. I've got like £7 to spend later. Amazing. So I came out and I said to the guy, oh, did you say something? And he said, oh yes, can I get a bacon and egg sandwich? And I went, oh, okay. I don't think they do that in Tesco, mate. And he said, oh no, just the cafe next door. And I said, okay. And he shot up and ran. He was really fast. So I was like, oh. So I followed him, and we got in, and he already ordered his food at the. Yeah, I know. It feels weird.
Why did he say it to you then? I don't understand.
I don't know. He ordered his food and I paid. It was £4.85. I was like, that's more my budget gone, isn't it, really? But I was there. I couldn't say, oh, sorry, mate. I'm actually also not doing well either. But anyway, so I paid it.
£4.85 though.
I
That's
know.
unreasonable.
I know. Because he got all the works, didn't he?
Too much.
He got the works. He had me right for a good in there, didn't he?
So you come in, mate.
Yeah, and then he went out, and he said to the guy, you know where I'll be. So this is not the first time that happens. This guy's living on bacon and egg sandwiches from this cafe. You know, credit to him. But we got out and we were chatting, and I said, oh mate, what's your name, man? He said, oh, my name's Tim. I said, oh, cool. He said, what's yours? I said, my name's Tom. He said, that's my second name.
Tim Tom. This guy's called Tim Tom. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
These guys lied
That's
to
not
me,
true.
I think. I think I just got lied to.
That's not true.
Yeah. So he said his name is. So I was like, oh, Tim Tom. He went, yeah. And I went, okay, right. So anyway, see you later, Tim Tom. Have a good day. And he went, see you later. And he left, right. So like literally the other day, I was going back to went to Tesco again, but I'm more in an affluent area, and I'm in an affluent period of my life right now. I'm working. I got some money. You know, there's no budgeting as such.
Yeah.
So I was going in there to spend probably over £5, and I went in to Tesco, and I saw Tim Tom, and I waved and I said, "Hey, Tim Tom." He looked at me as if he'd never seen me in his entire life. I got blanked, but I went all in. I went all in on the wave and everything. Oh, it was so.
That's beautiful.
I found bottom, you know, and you're like, oh god,
Yeah.
he didn't even remember me. Oh God.
God.
Oh God. Yeah. It made me question everything.
That's lovely. That's a great story. I like that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just felt like I don't know if that's ever happened to you, mate, but it was just a story I thought I had to
No.
share. You know.
Yeah, no, that. I'm glad you did.
Fucking Tim Tam, man.
Fucking Tim Tom, man. Jesus.
Can't be a second name.
It's not. He lied to you.
You lied straight to me. He was like, yeah. I just questioned
Yeah.
everything then. You know, that's fine. Credit to him.
I had a guy in London come to me whilst I was in a pub called the Monument outside the London Monument, right?
Aptly named. Okay, and some guy came in. He was wanting to like sell CDs and stuff, and I did like the usual thing. I don't know what like people in London would usually do, but like I did the thing like from like a northern town sort of stuff, going, "Sorry, man, I've not got any money." Yeah, you're gonna
And
change. Sorry, man.
He went, "Yeah," I went like, "I've got no change," and he went, "It's okay, I take card," and he pulled out a card machine. I was like, "Do you know what, this guy." Jesus.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you've left me no choice now.
Yeah,
I have to tell you that I'm not interested. Like, like, dude, take a hint.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But wow, the guy came prepared.
Yeah. This guy was like, I'm
He was
sick
like,
of being
"I'm sorry,
rejected with there's no money. He was like, I got set up straight to my direct debit.
How could he afford that?
I don't know.
By the way.
Not a clue.
Also, this guy has a bank account.
Yeah. Like you say, I think some people are like either just recently found themselves in that situation, or like are like in the middle of getting it out. Like I think we have such an opinion of what their life must be like, when actually we have no idea what their life is like. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, it's crazy.
That's true.
I think I wouldn't survive 5 minutes on the street, mate. I'd be done.
What, with a face like yours?
Face like man.
With a face like yours? That's 2 minutes. Look at it.
Oh,
Fair
let's
face.
stop this.
Look at that great skin.
Thank you so much, man.
That's all right, man.
Wow, just complimental central. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast where we ask the question, do book covers tell the story? I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
And this is Judge a Book by its cover. And we are back, buddy. Back.
Do the bat dance.
Yeah. You've got you've recently, I don't know if this is legal, Chris, but you did it anyway, and I'm a big fan of it. Is that you've made yourself a Knicks jumper.
I did because on
Do the Knicks know?
on Friends. I didn't tell them.
Do the basketball the Knicks know? Just in case anyone didn't know the Knicks.
Yeah, as in the New York Knicks.
The New York.
Yeah. No, they don't. But I was watching Friends the other day, big fan, and Joey has got a really lovely Knicks jumper, like sweater, and I just thought, I'd really love that. So I had a look online, and it turns out a lot of people had looked for it.
Okay.
So there's like pictures of Joey wearing it,
Yeah.
and then like this sweater, but the sweater that was actually for sale didn't look 100% the same sort of thing, and it was like £30 odd. Okay. And I'm thinking, like, I'm not paying £30 odd for something that looks similar.
No. Are you crazy? You're not crazy,
what he had.
Chris. You're not crazy.
I know, right? Yeah. So I made my own. £16 this cost me. £16. I made my own, and I think it looks a lot closer to the actual thing than what.
I think like what Holly said,
they were
the
selling.
colour is a little bit darker than Joey's, but like,
Yeah, but I'm hoping it'll fade over time.
but it still is good.
You know, like when it's been washed a while.
If not, you could just colour it in, buddy. I can get you some crayons for Christmas and
Some crayons and colour it lighter.
Colour it lighter. I'm sure that's how you do it, isn't it? Or just tie dye it.
I'll colour it lighter.
All one colour. Yeah, but no, it looks. I just didn't know if you could do that, but maybe you can. I'm sure you can. Fuck it.
Maybe.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, said it.
Yeah.
I'm not selling them, so
That's true. You're doing it for you.
I'm doing it for me. I've just got a jumper that says Nick on it.
Yeah,
So.
it could be. You could just be someone who's called Nick, and it's your jumper, Nick's.
With a K.
Yep, silent K. Knicky.
This is Nick's.
Knicky.
My name's Nick.
I mean,
This is Nick's jumper.
Nick's jumper. So everyone keeps stealing my jumper, and I was like, yeah, I'm fed up with this.
Yeah, so I put my name on it.
I put my name on it, but not like in the back, like we're in school. No, like across the
On the
across the
front.
chest. Yeah.
Yeah, so that everyone can see when I wear it, this is Nick's jumper.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop telling me that I've nicked anybody else's jumper. This is mine.
Everyone's like, why don't you have jumper at the bottom of it? And you're like, because it is a jumper.
Because you can see it's a jumper.
It's a jumper, you idiot.
You idiot.
You fool. Oh, Chris, shall we get into it, buddy?
Let's get into it, bud.
Okay, Chris, tell the folks what book we're doing today.
What book we're doing today? Okay.
I sprung that on you without telling you, didn't I?
You really did, and I'm not prepared because I ain't got it in front of me. So
I like to...
I think you're more prepared than I am.
Okay.
I remember what it's called, but if you just give me a second.
Okay, I'll give you a second.
Try this.
I'll tell you what. Me and the listeners will do some elevator music.
I've got the book in front of me.
Okay, that didn't take that long at all. God, you were so quick.
I'm so quick.
So quick.
It's called Nothing Like the Movies from Lynn Painter.
Nothing like the movies. This looks like a fun book cover, doesn't it, Chris?
It does. Yeah, I quite like it. Yeah. It's already got comedic value.
Yeah. So tell the from the listeners who don't have it in front of it. Actually, listeners, if you want to look at it, it's the book with the orange background. It says Nothing Like the Movies.
Orange?
Yes.
Mine's purple.
Interesting. Does it matter?
Interesting. Maybe.
Is it the same as I sent you?
Yeah, I think so.
Titanic, Singing in the Rain, Love Actually.
Yeah, but it's purple.
Okay. Don't think it matters then, does it?
And on yours, is she ginger?
Yeah.
Oh, mine, she's got brown hair.
I'm like, well, what happened to why did they just sack the ginger girl?
What happened to the ginger lady?
Oh,
That's
my
not fair.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So
maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah,
Maybe she was brunette.
I don't know. Okay, guys. So if you haven't, you can look at it now. It's apparently got multicolors. It's like could have an orange background, could have a purple background, but as long as it's got the people on it doing little scenarios, that should be the one you get it. You got 3 seconds starting from now. Chris, countdown.
1, 2, 3.
You're done. That was up anyway. I said countdown. You went up because you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't ready for you to just put it on me, so I just went.
You don't conform
1, 2,
to
3.
rules, buddy, and I like that.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
God,
It's
there's
all
a
the same.
fly in here.
We get so distracted.
Oh no, dude! The loudest fly in the world just came in. I've got no window open. Actually, no, I do. I have my bedroom window open. God damn you, fly!
There's 3 scenarios that I can see on this, where it says nothing like the movies. One of them is it's almost like the Titanic scene where I don't know the names on Titanic. What's their names on Titanic?
Jack and Rose.
Jack and Rose, where Jack and Rose are at the front of the ship.
Don't let go, Jack.
Don't let go. And doing that thing. But whilst they're doing it, her hair is like blowing in his face. So you can't really see anything. So that's happening. Yeah. There's another one that's like dancing in the rain.
Singing in the rain.
Singing in the rain. Same thing.
But he is dancing in the rain too.
He's also dancing as well. Yeah, singing in the rain. And whilst he's swinging around the lamppost, it looks like lightning's about to hit the lamppost. So that's going to be interesting. And also, at the bottom of the book, there's almost like the Love Actually scene where he's like got the cards, and he's like dropping the cards, and it's got different messages on it, and he's like saying what he wants to say. But whilst he's doing that on the book, there's a dog attacking his leg. So,
so we got some things to go off, haven't we, Chris?
Yeah. So it's not like the movies at all.
No, I think it looked like a fun book cover, and I like the title.
Yeah,
I think we can get this one. So, Chris, nothing like the movies. Lynn Painter, you're about to get
J.A.B.B.I.C.
Boom! I pointed at you this time. Did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy it.
I'm just fine. I'm like just not letting you know anything.
And you like wound it up as well. So your finger was out already, and I was like, I know where this is going.
I got to tell.
Yeah, he was like, what?
I got away. Maybe I want to go down because it's definitely he's the main character because he's the one it's all happening to, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, right. I think that's.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It also looks like the same person in all of them, right?
Yeah, it's the same couple, I think.
Yeah, right. Okay, what, Chris, have you recently done, but is really nerve-wracking, and you kind of want to get it into a really cool, spontaneous moment, maybe like the movies?
What have I done?
What do you think he's trying to do? What have you done recently?
Huh?
What have you done recently?
Oh, propose?
Do you? In my head, like,
Is that what you're thinking?
Keeps trying to propose, so he's like doing her favorite movies, and he's like trying to do all these moments, and he never gets to finish it because
I like that.
Getting injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So do we take these moments literally as well? So
Oh.
like, I mean, we can only go off what's on the book, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like her like. I like this already. So like maybe they're both sort of like film buffs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Obviously they've been watching stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So first one he's like, yeah, let's go, let's go on the Titanic.
Yeah. Well, I got a feeling, right? It's kind of like let's set the scene. So I think he has wanted to propose for a while, right? And he's been thinking about it. You know, he's an overthinker. Clearly, look at him. You know.
Yeah. What's his name?
His name is Herschel.
Herschel. Yeah. You weren't confident about that, were you? No. You went Herschel. All right, I'll live with it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. And what's her
I'm
name?
not happy with it.
What's her name, Chris?
Do you know what? I always want, like, after you said it, I wanted to say Rose, but that's too on the nose.
Yeah.
Rose on the nose.
Rose on the nose.
So I'm going to go with
Herschel and
Lisa.
Herschel and Lisa.
Herschel and Lisa.
Herschel and Lisa from Auburn,
Tennessee.
Alabama. Oh, okay, Tennessee. Yeah, so we'll go Tennessee then. We'll give them Tennessee.
Okay.
State Tennessee. Like the whiskey. Tennessee
Like the whiskey.
Ooh. Love that
You're
song.
as sweet as strawberry wine.
Love that song.
That's a good
Okay, so I'm thinking that he's overthinking, and he's been with Lisa for a bit late, and that like say the film buffs, they love the old classic romantic movies, you know, and he's like, this is what I'm gonna do, and I think he basically stages these things, so they're gonna go on a cruise, they're going on holiday, right?
Or do you think it's like the Titanic experience?
What do you mean? Oh,
So
they go to Belfast. And
Like,
they go
no.
to
It doesn't
the
necessarily
Titanic.
have to be.
They go to the Titanic Museum,
Okay.
and there's like
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's do it.
So they go to the Titanic.
So they're going on an experience, right? So it's like a movie set style experience.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. And then, like, so he's gonna pick this moment because I feel like if they went on a cruise, that's like at least a week, right?
Well, what I was thinking
like-
was that would all happen in a, you know, because you dock and stuff, you come off on basically on a holiday. So they've got the boat one because they're on the cruise. Then when they get off, they could just be doing like the singing in the rain situation. And then also when they get back, they could do the, you know, I'm gonna do the card thing because maybe it didn't go very well this holiday.
Okay, let's go with it then.
But tell me your idea first, and then we'll pick.
Well, I just thought like if we put him on a cruise, then that's a few days, so that gives him more time to just get it done on the cruise. Whereas I was thinking like it's snappy moments that he keeps missing. So like, you know, they go on this Titanic experience where it's like a film set experience. He's up there, they turn the fan on to make it like her hair's going mental, right? And she's like, "Don't let go, Jack," that sort of thing, and he's just like got hair in his face. He's like, what?
Okay.
I've got him maybe like throwing up over the side of the boat.
In my head, I got that where like so the hair went into his face, and then he accidentally knocked her overboard.
Okay,
So they had to
we'll
rescue
incorporate
her,
both.
which kind of
We'll
ruins
incorporate
the moment,
both.
right? Yeah.
No, he knocked her off the boat and then turned around and threw up because there's too much hair.
Okay, so if he knocks him off the boat into the water, like so if they're on the cruise, they would have to stop the cruise, wouldn't they? And they can like maybe take her to the next. What happens if it's not a cruise? What happens if it's just like a ferry?
It's just a ferry.
Because I don't know. I was on the ferry from Liverpool to Belfast, and I went out because I thought, oh, this would be nice if I went outside and like just I don't know, felt the wind in my hair and like see the the sea breeze. It's crazy out there when it's going some. It's like
Yeah,
it's so not
it's
romantic. Yeah, so
yeah,
definitely would make hair happen like that.
Blustery. Nice.
Yeah, definitely a mood killer. You'd be talking, you're saying, what?
So which one are we going then? So are we going like movie set experience, or ferry? Because we need to pick a lane.
Selfishly, want to say ferry.
Okay, let's go ferry then.
Yeah, but
So
I like the
they're
movie
going on this ferry.
experience. Can we bring the movie experience into it?
It's a Titanic experience ferry.
Okay, which is weird because it sank, didn't it? But yeah, anyway, I like it.
It's not the Titanic, obviously.
No, no, it's not. We can vouch for that one.
Because it sank.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
okay, it's a ferry.
What happened if it didn't sink?
Yeah, effectively. So basically, you get to go. Then you get to dine like what they would have dined like in like the during the Titanic. And like how good it was going to be and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So they get like, and it's like an overnight ferry. So, oh my God, this is amazing. This is going to be really cute. And he's like, this is when I propose.
Yeah.
Herschel, come on, buddy. You got this.
And he screws it up.
Screws it up,
misses his moment.
Yeah. So they go to the front, to the, whatever you call that at the front of the boat. The stern?
The stern, yeah.
Yeah. And
there's
then,
the stern and the hull, isn't there?
Interesting.
The hull, I think, is where the steering wheel is.
Okay.
So like normally at the back, I think, is the hull.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a boat guy.
Boat things.
Yeah, boat things. But yeah, so they're doing the Titanic pose, and basically what's going to happen is he thinks they're going to do it, and then when she turns, and then he's going to spin around, and then he's going to get down on one knee, and she's going to say, "Oh my God, Herschel." Yeah. But what actually happens, Chris, is
her hair gets in his face.
Yeah.
He's choking behind him. Right? Like a piece of hair just like tickles the back of his throat. Like, yeah. So he turns around to go and like throw up over the side because it gets him gagging. But as he turns around, he hits her. She falls over the railings, and he's thrown up over the side. So moment is ruined.
So she's over the side, and all of a sudden, like, they have to stop the ferry. They get her out, but she's clearly not in the mood now for anything. You know. Yeah. This would not be the perfect time to then say, "Marry me."
No.
Like, she's just sodden. She's like, "What the hell were you doing?" And he's like, your hair got in my back of my throat.
The hair and the you got in the back of my throat. I didn't.
Yeah. So they finally. So that the whole Titanic experience becomes a bit of a washout. Ooh. Excuse the pun. It sort of sank.
Wash out. Didn't go down very well.
No. So then he goes. Then the next bit is they're doing the singing in the rain bit. How do they get to that part?
So they get to it because they're going in a ferry. They've got to be going somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like maybe so they get off the boat. He's like, look, can we put it behind us?
Yeah.
Let's try and rekindle this. The magic in this trip, this holiday that we're having.
Yeah.
And he's thinking, right, okay, so that's the Titanic thing gone. Yeah. Jesus, got to try and think of something else now. He's like, another really romantic scene, singing in the rain. Yeah. The guy's like really like infatuated. Yeah. He's like, I've practiced that before. Yeah. I've practiced that before. I know the dance. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. And then at the end of the routine, after I've like spanned myself around and all this kind of stuff, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. It's going to be great. I'm going to drop down on one knee. Yeah. I'm going to propose.
And it starts to rain, Chris. And he thinks this is perfect.
He's thinking, moment. Perfect.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he starts to do the routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's going well.
Yeah.
You know, he's kicking the puddles. He's doing all that kind of stuff. He's doing the thing. She's loving it. She's stood there with her umbrella. Yeah. She's giving him the melody as well. She's
These are an adorable couple, by the way. Also kind of insufferable, but amazing.
yeah, but great. And he gets to the lamppost. Yeah. Sees the lamppost, thinks absolutely perfect. He's spinning around
Yeah.
it.
Next minute.
Next minute.
And it's like that bit where you see the skeleton inside, you know what I mean? You know, in the...
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Just like laid on the floor in the rain, just going... still twitching.
Yeah. And he's like, no, we can... She's like, do you want to go home? He's like, no, I'm good. Let's carry on.
It's like Home Alone, you know, when he like touches the doorknob, it like jolts him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like steaming.
Yeah. She can start to smell like cooking flesh. She's like, oh, and he's like maybe he goes to hug her, and she's like, oh, we need to maybe. So they have like a night in the hospital. He gets released, you know, and I think like this entire holiday has just not gone very well, and I think like maybe also. She wants him to propose, right? And she thought he was going to propose all this time, but he didn't. Well, that's not his fault necessarily because he did, you know. So she gets really pissed off. She's like, you know what? I thought this relationship was going somewhere, but it's clearly not. You don't want anything to me. You just, you know, you're too, you know, you're being childish with all these things. And like, you've knocked me off a boat. You got electrocuted. I don't know if I could be around this type of thing. You know, I want someone to settle down with. Herschel.
Yeah. Come on, Herschel.
Yeah. So then
he's laid in his hospital bed still like, what?
What did I do?
Yeah, still twitching.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm so cold. Why am I so cold?
Well, she leaves.
Yeah.
You're saying she leaves him. She's like,
I
stop
think
this,
she
I'm
goes,
going home.
Yeah, she goes, you know where to find me. And he goes, and he's like, Lisa, don't go. But she can't hear him because, you know, he's having a moment. So when he gets discharged, like he gets discharged and everything's fine. And obviously he's got to make it up to her. Chris. Because he was going to propose the entire time. Do you know what movie she watches every Christmas and she loves?
I'm going to guess.
Go on.
I'm going to guess. Oh, it's a tough one.
I know.
It's a tough one.
It's
Santa Claus 2.
Yeah, exactly. But there's no romantic moment in that, really. Yeah, there's not that much. And he couldn't get a Santa suit in time. So he went, you know what? Second best, Love Actually.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, oh, okay. But he did that. But then he was like, is it more Halloween? Interesting.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, and he still never got over the fact that Tim Burton ruined his childhood film, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, by making Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and just kind of ruined it a little bit, and he just wasn't, you know, the same. I just feel Herschel would think that, and it definitely isn't my own opinion. Fuck you, Tim Burton. Sorry, I said it.
Tapping into some real strong feelings.
My God. Anyway, so he does Love Actually. He does Love Actually to make it up to her, right? He goes there, and he's got the cards. He's, you know, I love
Knocks
you.
on the doors, doing the cards. Maybe he's explaining on the cards. He's saying like, you know, I wanted to do this whilst we were away, but things kept happening, and he's got like some music playing and all that kind of stuff. It's all nice, like on the film. She's starting to blush. She's loving it.
Yeah.
And then what happens, Tom?
The next door neighbor dog gets out, runs at him, and attacks him. You know, he attacks his leg, and he's like,
always hated him.
Yeah, always hated him. And he's like still trying to do it, and he's just getting leg pulled. And she's like, "Oh, Herschel, you okay? Maybe we should, you know, get the neighbor." No, it's okay. And then more dogs come. It's just like
more dogs.
Just like a stampede of dogs. Like that one starts as one, but there's like 14 dogs just come at him. He's like, this has never happened before. And
what is going on?
He goes running down the street. But he drops the one card. Says, "Will you marry me?"
I like that. Yeah. Nice.
And she's going, yes, I will, Herschel. And he's been taken down by the dogs. But they're just licking him. They're not attacking him. They're just licking him. But he thinks he's still in danger, so he's really screaming.
Yeah, he's screaming.
It's really not a cool moment for him.
That's beautiful. Should we see if we got it right?
I think I was right.
I think we got it.
I don't think we even need to.
There's no other way you can go. It's not like the movies. It's nothing like the movies.
It's nothing like the movies. It goes completely wrong. Exactly.
Yeah.
You tell me the bit in Love Actually where they get attacked by 14 dogs. That's a lot of dogs, Chris.
14 dogs.
I didn't write it. That was Lynn Painter.
That's not me. That's Lynn Painter.
That's Lynn Painter.
That's all Lynn.
Are you ready, Chris?
I am,
'Cause
mate.
I've got it right in front of me.
Oh,
Are
lovely.
you ready? Right.
Would you like to share it
I
with
will,
the rest of
buddy.
us?
Oh, I can't contain it. Because Chris,
Try and stop me.
from reading it just a little bit, you got something right.
I got something right.
So, in this highly anticipated sequel to the New York Times best-selling Better Than the Movies, Wes and Liz.
Yeah.
Liz.
Wes and Liz.
Liz. Lisa.
Lisa. I said Lisa. Oh, let's go.
I suppose, could you say that's a lie?
I'd be like Elizabeth, doesn't it?
Ah, shit. Sorry, man. I got your hopes up.
Oh, well, it's close, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
anyway.
close.
Wes and Liz struggle to balance their feelings for each other with the growing pains of being a college student.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. For a few...
No, it's one of them, isn't it?
I know. Oh, one of those college love romance.
Go on.
For a few beautiful months, Wes had his dream girl, strong-willed girl next door, Liz. But right as the two were about to set off to UCLA to start their freshman year together, tragedy struck. Wes was
UCLA.
left dealing with the fallout. The University of Central Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Or University...
Not Tennessee, then.
Not Tennessee. But in America,
Okay.
Wes was left dealing with the fallout, which ultimately meant losing Liz in the process. Flash forward months and months later, and Wes and Liz find themselves in college together, in a healthier place now. Wes knows he broke Liz's heart when he ended things. Oh, Wes, why are we ending it? Seemed like he didn't want to. Why did he do that? But he is determined to make her fall back in love with him. Fun.
I don't like Wes.
No, I feel like he doesn't know what he wants.
Yeah, but he's imparting it on Liz.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like if you don't know what you want, don't bring someone else into the equation.
just make your mind up.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you want her or not, just let her know.
Wes knows Liz better than anyone, and he has a foolproof plan to win her back with the rom-com worthy big gestures she loves. Only Liz will have none of it. Wes has to scheme like a rom-com hero to figure out how to see her. Even worse, Liz has a new friend. A guy friend. Oh, dear.
No, but
Well, if you move on, Liz is a looker.
he missed his opportunity.
Liz is
I
what
just
you
think
think
he
Liz
missed
is
his
going to wait for
opportunity.
you, Wes? No, Wes.
It's not all about you, Wes.
It's not all
right?
about you, Wes.
Yeah, you're the main character in your story, not
Exactly.
everybody else's.
Yeah,
okay?
excellent. I think people should think about that. Well said, Chris.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point, well made.
Cheers, man.
No worries. Still, Wes won't give up, adapting his clever plans and going hard to get...
Get your head out the gutter. Carry on.
Sorry, man. I'm 31 years old. I'm still childish.
31 years old and never not be funny.
It can never not be funny.
Go on.
And going hard to get Liz's attention and win back her affection. But after his best efforts get him nowhere, Wes is left wondering if their relationship is really over for good. But now down to brass tacks, buddy.
Down to brass tack.
Did that book cover tell the story? He didn't tell our story.
No.
Did it tell the story? I'm going to have a look one more.
I don't know if it did.
I'm having a look at
because so the way that it's set up is like they are a couple and that he's making these gestures as a couple. That's how I got it straight away.
Yeah.
There was no doubt in my mind that these two were a couple.
Yeah.
Like look at the Titanic scene. Like he's holding her.
That's what I mean.
That's not him just trying to get her attention.
Yeah. And I think like it's sort of it alludes to the fact also they look, I know they're only cartoons, but they look older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And I think
Yeah.
the only thing that he's trying to get somebody else's person is that the one at the bottom, Love Actually, where actually in Love Actually he's trying to get his best friend's girl.
No, he's not. He's not trying to get her.
Oh.
He's just letting her know that he feels that way, but because she always thought that he didn't like her.
Ah, yes, but he's actually
So
in love with
he's
her.
saying, no, I'm actually in love with you, but I'm not going to do anything about it because he's my best friend.
But
So,
also,
just so you know.
did he do something about it, Chris? Because he ruined their wedding photos. It was all only close-ups of her,
Yeah, it was close.
and very shaky cam, man. Very like
Yeah.
Blair Witch of him, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very Blair Witch.
It's like you don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, I'm gonna say this book cover tells half the story, but I don't think it tells the full story, Chris.
Okay, so it gets a half sentence.
I think it still gets sent into the vault, man. I think.
Yeah, there's no grey area. It's black and white.
Unfortunately, when it comes to the law,
When it comes to the law, we don't play around.
we don't. Hey, Chris, what we can do? You're gonna. How would you feel going to bed at night knowing this book's out there?
That's true. He's still tricking people, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Get him in the vault.
Yeah.
Book him, boys.
Excellent work.
Yeah, there he goes.
No, safe. I feel
That's where he'll
safer.
stay.
I feel safer.
Already, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Feels
God.
like a weight's lifted.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Shall we finish on a... Oh, wait, before we do that, would you read that book? Is that something you'd be interested in?
No.
It's not, no. I think when it comes to romance, it's just not a book I pick up. Maybe I need to...
I don't mind reading a romance if it's got an element of humour to it. And I just felt like that was too very much like teeny sort of love. You know,
teeny weeny. Not teeny weeny. Teeny.
Oh, teeny weeny. Teeny as in teen-agey.
Yeah. But if that sounds like a book for you guys, if you want in this, what do they call it? They call it cuffing season's coming, isn't it? You know, where people couple up.
Is it?
It's called cuffing season. Yeah.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Well, that's because you cuffed up.
That's because I'm cuffed up.
Yeah. It's a bloody war zone out there, dude. So if you want to, you know, if you're thinking, oh, you know what, I need a bit of love in my life, then maybe this is the book for you. But unfortunately, Chris, for me, I don't think I want to pick it up. Anyway, should we send everyone back to their day on a fun fact, Chris?
Yeah, let's do it. Have you got one?
I do have one, and it had one. Actually, I was reading Dirk Gently's, what's it called? Holistic
Detective Agency.
Detective Agency. Finished it, right? But there was a cool fact there that I had to look up to make sure it was real. But and it looks like mainly it's real. Like there's definitely like
it's mainly real, or
well, I think some people have disputed it, but I think it's genuinely.
Has it been embellished, or?
I don't know. Maybe, but here's some. But a lot of people say that he has been accredited to it anyway. Did you know Isaac Newton invented the cat flap?
No.
And the reason why he invented it was because when he was trying to figure out all this world-changing science, his cat was like just kept meowing at the door and annoying him. So he made a door for the cat.
Nice.
Isn't that fun?
I like it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I tried to find out if other famous scientists had made some very ordinary inventions, but I couldn't find any. So Sir Isaac Newton invented the cat flap.
Could be something for next week. See if we find something else. Nice.
What about you? Do you have one?
I don't think I do. Oh, no, I do.
Okay.
So I looked this up the other day, just while I was at work. Don't know how much of a fun fact it is, but I watched a couple of guys. He was like, obviously not seen somebody for ages, and he was like, oh, let me put these pints down and I'll come and shake your hand. And then he came out, like, put his pints down, and I watched him, and he went up and he shook his hand. I thought, what a funny thing that we do, that we shake hands with people. Like, it's a bit like, I was like, who was the first person to go, give me a hand a second, I've got something. I'm working on a thing. It's going to catch on. It's going to catch on. It always makes light. It's not going to catch on. It's going to catch on. It's going to catch on.
Yeah.
Just give me a hand. Give me a hand. So, and then he shakes it, gives it a wobble, and he's like, there you go.
His arms were really loose because he didn't know what was going to happen. Oh my God, what are you doing?
I was like, what are you doing? No, so that's what I thought was going to happen when I looked it up. I Googled it because I was like, where did that come from? Apparently not. So they think that it was prehistoric. So Yeah. So apparently, they think that it became a thing because it was like basically showing that you've got like not got a weapon in your hand by reaching out, and it's like a coming together of like, there you go,
Oh.
you know, and I'm not going to harm you.
That's incredibly. I get it. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense, right? Yeah.
Not one part of me went, "That's stupid." No, I get it.
Yeah.
Ah.
I've not got a weapon in my hand. Here you go. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake your hand, and this is me.
Yeah, because that kind of reminds me of when, I don't know if we've mentioned this on the podcast, but you know the Eskimo kiss where you like rub your noses together?
Yeah.
The reason why they did that, or why they do that, is to check to see if you got feeling in your nose still, because people will get frostbite in their nose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
In that,
I didn't know that.
right? Oh my, that's 3 facts we've just given everyone.
3 amazing facts about
oh my
gestures.
goodness. Wow,
That's
the handshake is prehistoric. So every time we shake hands, Chris, we're doing something that like
It's programmed in.
yeah, that's like subconsciously ancestral. All of us have it in common. Shaking of a hand.
Yeah, it's not something that someone just went, this would be cool. Look at all the handshakes that have come since. You know, like where people make up their own handshakes and do all this kind of stuff. It's like all this. It all derived from prehistoric, where it's basically just a coming together and saying, look, I'm not going to harm you. I've got nothing in my hand, no weapons, nothing. Like, here I am.
Amazing. Oh, Chris, well, I feel like I've learned so much today.
Yeah, so let's not ruin it with anything else.
No,
I think we just leave it there.
Yep.
And we come back next week and do something else.
Amazing. Well, for the last time,
Okay.
Chris, I've been Tom.
I've been Chris. And you've been J.A.B.B.I.C.
That's so cool, man.
Nice.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That was, wow.
I can't wait to see you again so I can shake your hand.
Oh my God. Let's do what we've been doing since prehistoric times, man. Shake each other's hand. I ain't holding a weapon.
So natural.
So natural.